The only thing an older man can do for me these days is introduce me to a younger one. The last older man I dated taught me something valuable: where to find younger men. Yes. Yes. Damn yes. I appreciate older men. Every one of them brings me one step closer to a younger one. I don't date older men because I already know the ending. Spoiler alert, nobody changes. When an older man flirts with me, I just ask if he has any younger brothers. Younger men still believe effort matters. Older men believe effort is something they used to do. At 60, I've simplified my dating strategy. Older men are no longer candidates, they're references. At 60, I don't chase men. I just stand still and let the qualified applicants come to me.
I spent 10 damn years married to a man my own age because I thought experience mattered. Well, believe me, it doesn't matter at all. Everybody told me that older men were supposed to be stable, mature, and know what they wanted. Well, mine knew exactly what he wanted. Apparently, it was every woman except the one he married. Looking back, there were warning signs everywhere. Every conversation was about what he used to do, what he used to have, where he used to go. I thought I was married to a husband. Turns out I was married to a museum exhibit. As the years went by, I started noticing that somewhere along the way he stopped living and started managing his decline. Every decision was based on comfort, routine, and avoiding inconvenience. If I suggested a trip, he was tired. If I suggested trying something new, he had a reason not to. The man treated a recliner like it was an Olympic sport. Meanwhile, I was 60 years old and still wanted to see places, meet people, laugh, and have adventures. Then I discovered the affairs, multiple affairs. And the craziest part wasn't that he was cheating. It was that he somehow found enough energy to sneak around while claiming he was too exhausted to go to dinner with his wife. The divorce ended up teaching me the most valuable lesson of my life. There is nothing an older man can teach me now except how to settle, and I failed that class on purpose. These days, I date younger men because they still believe tomorrow is coming. They wake up thinking about what they can do next, not what they can avoid today. At my age, I don't need a man with experience. I am the experience. What I need is somebody who still thinks life is an adventure instead of a medical condition. And if that happens to be a man under 40, well, that's just called good judgment.
I like younger men because they try to impress you. Older men try to negotiate your standards. Men my age don't ask questions. They hold press conferences. Thank you, thank you. And they never admit they're wrong.
I date younger men because they ask questions. They'll sit across from you and say things like, "What's your favorite place you've ever traveled?" Or, "What's something you've always wanted to do?" Men my age don't ask questions. They walk into dinner and immediately begin a TED Talk nobody requested. 30 minutes later, I know about their cholesterol, their property taxes, and a guy named Rick who wronged them in 1998. I don't need a date. I need a moderator and a timer.
I don't need a man with experience. Experience is what got most of them into trouble in the first place.
I like younger men. They bring enthusiasm. They'll call you up and say, "Let's go somewhere this weekend." Older men call you up and say, "Let me tell you how this town used to be." Men my age don't flirt anymore. They give historical presentations. 30 minutes into dinner, I've learned about gas prices in 1987, their first supervisor at work, and why music hasn't been good since Reagan was president. Younger men ask questions. They actually listen. The smart ones know listening might pay off later tonight. Older men are just waiting for you to stop talking so they can explain why you're wrong.
I date younger men because they still think they can learn something. Men my age think they already wrote the textbook.
It's not only about the sex. Yes, there are other reasons I prefer younger men. They lie badly, and it's so easy to tell. You can spot it immediately. Older men lie professionally. They've had decades to practice. They'll look you straight in the eye, tell a story with supporting documents, 3 witnesses, and a PowerPoint presentation. At 60, I'm not looking for forever. I'm looking for a man who can find his phone without turning it into a family emergency. Last guy I dated spent 45 minutes looking for his glasses before realizing they were on his face. That's when I knew there was nothing an old man could do for me except point me towards somebody with functioning optimism. Not a younger man necessarily. Just someone who wakes up in the morning believing the day is an opportunity instead of a symptom.
At 60, I'm not looking for forever. I'm looking for someone who can keep up and doesn't need a nap after lunch.